Hey girl, thanks for liking my post. I'd love to share more about my business with you and show you how you can be an independent business owner yourself by working from home.
No thanks.
Hey hun, I noticed you posted about your health journey and I've
passed.
Hey love, I just wanted to tell you that you are beautiful and I think you would be a great fit to join my team as a consultant.
No.
Hey mama, I know how tough it can be juggling being a mom with reaching our own career goals, and I found the answer.
Hard pass.
Hey love, hey mama.
In today's video, I'm going to answer the question, should you include your MLM, multi-level marketing, or network marketing work experience on your resume? I'm Kamara, Toffolo, resume writer, LinkedIn consultant, job search strategist, and LinkedIn top voice who helps established professionals dare to do work differently and land great fitting gigs. I post new job search videos every week, and my videos will equip you with some of the most valuable information to make your job search easier, because job searching shouldn't be this hard. Confession. I belonged to an MLM and I was dangerously close to joining two more. So I totally understand what the world of MLM looks like and what's required and demanded of you in order to just come close to being a success. It's a lot of hard work with little, more like no payoff. And when you stop being part of an MLM, you'll probably end up out of pocket more money than you actually made. And that's how MLMs are built. They are designed for failure. So is all of your hard work wasted? Do you get any credit for towing the MLM line for months or even years? Let's first talk about how MLMs are perceived in the non-MLM world.
Phil has recruited me and another guy. Now we are getting 3 people each. The more people that get involved, the more people who are investing, the more money we're all going to make. It's not a pyramid scheme. It's not even a scheme per se.
That about sums it up. I've asked recruiters what their perception is of MLM work experience, and they used words like predatory, distraction, and nuisance. When they see MLM work experience on your resume, it conjures images of things like you conducting MLM business at work, you attempting to recruit your colleagues to join your downline, or you even being easily exploited or taken advantage of on the job. In short, MLM experience on a resume is a bad look. There are 2 exceptions where your MLM experience might be seen as a positive, but we'll get into those shortly. For the rest of us, we're going to want to leave our MLM work experience off of our resumes. Right now, you might be wondering, well, if my MLM work experience is my sole work experience for a specific number of years or months, and I can't include it on my resume, now you're leaving me with this huge career gap and a bunch of inventory that I can't unload. Thanks for nothing, Kamara. I got you, hun. Let's look at some solutions. I never want you to create a career gap for yourself on your resume, but I also don't want you to include your MLM work experience either. So instead, I want you to think about what else you were up to other than your MLM work during the same time period. Were you volunteering? This can easily replace your MLM work. Were you studying, even taking a few short LinkedIn learning courses on a lunch hour? This can also replace MLM work. Or maybe you were tinkering with a self-directed project that uses your skills and strengths that are required or desired of you in your target job. This can also be a replacement for your MLM work experience on your resume. Or perhaps the MLM work you were doing was in addition to being a stay-at-home parent. In this case, being a stay-at-home parent isn't classified as your traditional work experience, but it's a great reason to have a career gap. If you haven't done any of what I just mentioned, I'd really encourage you to try and fit some volunteering, if you have time, into your life. If you don't have time for that, then at a minimum, I would encourage you to pick up a few courses online, say through LinkedIn Learning or Coursera. There are a lot of free or low-cost courses available to you that you can select that will help you upskill and really build your strengths and skills needed of you in your target job. And this is how it will look on your resume. We simply need to account for the time frame that you were focused on your MLM work and then include a few bullets about how you were spending your time in a non-MLM way. Now, let's talk about the 2 exceptions to the never put your MLM work experience on your resume approach. The first is perhaps your target job happens to be at the corporate level of an MLM organization. In a situation like this, your MLM work experience would be beneficial. This shows that you have insight into the MLM field operations, which would be valued really in any role at the corporate level of an MLM. When listing your MLM work experience, though, don't call yourself an independent business owner or an independent business operator or CEO or anything equally as inflated. You are a sales representative or a sales consultant. As much as the MLM wants you to feel all empowered and
That's what she said.
you didn't run the show. Therefore, you weren't a business owner. The other exception to the never include your MLM work experience on your resume approach is if you were really successful in your MLM work and you're targeting a role in sales or business development. And when I say really successful, I mean that you were very successful, top ranking, and you were recognized by the MLM for your work and achievement. The reason that successful MLM work experience can work on your resume in this case is because MLM work experience is sales. You're selling people on the idea of joining the MLM. And so if you are one of the lucky few to be very successful and you're ready to up-level your career in a sales or business development role, this can be quite relevant work experience. But again, make sure that you're calling yourself a sales representative or a sales consultant. This is especially important for folks who are targeting a sales or business development role because it's aligned with your target. Further, make sure to include metrics of your success with data like how many people you recruited to your downline each year or on a yearly average, and make sure to contrast that against the MLM average so that the reader has some context for your success. You could also mention how you ranked, but don't just say you achieved platinum status or that you got the Mercedes. This really means nothing. Instead, tell the reader if you ranked in the top 10%, top 5%, top 1%, and maybe also mention what your conversion rate was, however that was measured, and so on. So I hope that answered your question, should I include my MLM, multi-level marketing, or network marketing work experience on my resume? And here's my cue for you. Have you ever belonged to an MLM? What was your experience like? Did you include it on your resume? Tell me anything and everything in the comments below. As you know, I make a lot of videos, but I also make free guides to help you in your job search. If you'd like to grab my free cover letter guide and checklist or my free post-interview thank you messages guide and templates, you can download them by signing up. The links are in the description below. And if you found this video helpful, I'd really appreciate if you could give it a like. It helps my channel a lot. And if you want to make sure that you are notified of upcoming videos, make sure that you click on my face over there and subscribe and turn on the bell for notifications. And I'll see you next time.